In this video, we're going to be solving the system of equations through the elimination method. The first thing we need to do is make sure both equations are in standard form. So both of them have x first, then y, then equals a number, so they're both in standard form. Step 2 is to figure out which variable we're going to eliminate and make sure the coefficients are the same, just opposite sign. In this case, we don't have to really worry about that because y already has the same coefficient with a different sign. So we're going to eliminate y this time. Once we've decided that and made sure that is set up, we simply add the two equations. 2x plus x is 3x. And then positive y plus negative y is 0. They cancel out. Equals 5 plus 4 is 9. Now it's just a matter of solving for x. So divide by 3. X is 3. We still need to find y. So to finish off, we need to choose one of our equations, plug our x back in, and then solve for y. I'm going to choose the first one there. So I'm going to replace x with 3. So 2 times 3 plus y equals 5. 2 times 3 is 6. Then just subtract 6 on both sides here. We have y is negative 1. So the answer is the order pair 3, negative 1. So in this video, we're going to be solving a system of equations using elimination. In order to do that, they both need to be in standard form first. We have them both in standard form already. We have x, then y, then equals our number. Next, we're going to go ahead and make sure we have one of our variables with the same coefficient, just with a different sign. So we do have to choose which variable to eliminate because unfortunately, neither one has the same coefficient. Since neither one has the same coefficient, we're going to choose one to eliminate. And I'm going to choose y to eliminate because it will be easier to multiply one of the equations by something to get the same coefficient versus 5 and 4, which don't share any common factors. So in order to do this, I am going to multiply the first equation by negative 3. If I multiply by negative 3, that will create a negative 12x. And then plus 9y equals negative 3. The other equation we're not doing anything with, so I'm just going to rewrite it. Now we can see that we have a variable with the same coefficient, just different signs. So we're ready to actually start the elimination process. So we'll add our two equations. Negative 12x plus 5x is negative 7x. The 9y and negative 9y cancel out, and we're left with equals negative 7. Next thing we need to do is finish solving this equation, so we'll divide both sides by negative 7. Get x is 1. We're not done though, so we still need to figure out what the y is, so we need to take one of our equations and solve for y. I'm just going to use the first one. I'll replace x with 1. Or, sorry, the second one there. I'm going to replace x with 1. Five times 1 is 5. That's a two-step equation from there. We'll divide by -9 to finish it off. So we have both of our variables being 1. So the order pair 1, 1. In this video, we're going to be solving a system of equations using elimination. And in order to do that, we need both equations in standard form first. We have x, then our y, then equal to our constant. So it is already in standard form. Next thing we need to do is make sure we have one of the variables with the same coefficient. Just one's positive and one's negative. For the x's, one has 4 and one has 3. The y's, one has 3 and one has 5. Unfortunately, none of them match, and there's also no shared factors. So there's no easier one to try to eliminate in this particular problem. So I'm just going to choose to eliminate y, since they already have different signs. And a common multiple between 3 and 5 would be just 3 times 5, which is 15. So in order to get 15, so that they have the same coefficient, I'll multiply my first equation by 5. And I'll multiply my second equation by 3. If I multiply the first one by 5, I'm going to have 20x minus 15y equals 50. Multiplying the second one by 3, we're going to have 9x plus 15y equals -21. Now that we have a variable with the same coefficient, just different signs, we can actually do the elimination part. So we'll add the two equations. 20x plus 9 is 29x. 15y and -15y cancel out. And 50 plus -21 is 29. We have to finish solving for x, so we're going to divide both sides by 29, giving us x equals 1. Now that we have that, we still need to figure out what y is. So I'm going to go back to one of my original equations, just because they have smaller numbers in them, so it's usually easier to deal with. I'm going to replace x with 1. So 3 times 1 plus 5y equals -7. So we'll have 3 plus 5y equals -7. It's a two-step equation, so we'll subtract our 3. 5y equals -10. And divide by 5 on both sides. So y is -2. Which means as an ordered pair, the solution is 1, -2.